one voting. And we're the decision makers. That's the way I look at the business committee members. We're the decision makers. We're the ones that vote. And so I would ask graciously that you would consider giving me your vote of confidence as the business committee people. As far as the Constitution goes, I think we have a good Constitution, but it needs a lot of revisions. And I'm very familiar, I went through BIA training about how to amend the Constitution. It's a process that takes a long time, but I think the people who made our Constitution were very, very sensitive to the Kiowa people and what they need. And I think that we can work with it, and I think we can make the changes that are needed for it to work for all of us. So I am a member of Mount Scott Kiowa Methodist Church, and I have voted every election since I got my voting card.
With all due respect, your time is up. Thank you very much, Debbie. Your timer is on right now, 2 minutes.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Arthur Schrock. I live out in Burton, Oklahoma. My grandmother is Laura Bell Tanky, married name Schrock. I come from the Tenadol family. Guy Tanky was my great-grandfather. Sorry, I'm not used to talking in a mic. I'm running for committee, man. I don't have no experience in running for office, but I do have a strong desire in my heart for the Kiowa people, as tradition and as spirituality, and for our future, for our kids, and also take care of our elders as well. That's my compassion in my heart for the people. All these people up here, they have a lot of hard work cut out for them, and I understand that. I do have my civil engineering degree. I do live in both worlds, white man and the Indian way. But I'm here for you people, to hear your desires, your wants, and your needs. And I'm also kind of an advocate for you as well. When I'm sitting there amongst these people, if they ever get elected, is to hear their words and how they run things. I'm kind of upset, well not upset, but just kind of disappointed in how our KBC has been run for the past 10, 15 years. You know, I hear my grandparents, I hear all the elders talk about it. But I want to be here for you people, for your love and your desire, for the Kiowa people, for yourselves. That's what I envision. Yes, we have a lot of opportunities for our tribe, money-wise, for our people, for our direction. And that's why I'm up here, to run for a committee member, be a voice for you all. I speak truthfully, I speak passionately, and strong with my words. And my morals are strong as well. And when these people get elected, if ever elected, they have the same desires as well, with moral values, and not like our other KBC and just to stay in there and just run our Kiowa tribe down. Thank you.
Time. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is...
Timer's on, 2 minutes, okay? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bessie James, and I'm a Kiowa Business Committee man candidate. I would like to be a part of this historical reorganization of our Kiowa government as an elected official. Even though I haven't participated as an elected official, I was appointed to the Kiowa Election Board and sworn in on January 26, 2006 and served for a year. In years past, I've been involved through official publications, starting in 2000 with the Kiowa Language Preservation Program as the editor of the newsletter. In August of 2003, I was appointed by the 2003 KBC as an intern editor of the Kiowa News. The internship ended July 2004 because my father became the KBC chairman, so I stepped down because of conflict of interest. And I'll get to my priorities. My number one priority is accountability of the Kiowa government to the Kiowa people. The Kiowa people have the right to know about the decisions made by the Kiowa officials. Until the Kiowa Indian News is reestablished, I will keep the Kiowa people informed through a type of publication. The Kiowa's people's right to know the truth about the actions of their government and how their money is spent is my priority. Priority 2, assisting Kiowa elders in their times of need by establishing
Get it out.
grant-funded programs. And one of my priorities is very soon is to raise the Kiowa elder payment by a couple of $100 and reinstate the Kiowa Christmas program and the dinner.
You have 15 seconds.
But thank you very much. I just feel like I wanted to get involved because it may sound different to some people, but I felt like God wants me to get involved, and that's why I got involved, because I'm a private person, but I feel like I can help to restructure our government. Thank you very much, I hope.
Thank you, Bessie. Thank you so much. Gary?
Hello, my name is Joe Papio Poe Jr., and I'm running for KBC member. The purpose of the business committee members, since they don't have an assigned task, is to be problem solvers. And that's my high point. I have a degree in economics from the University of Texas at Austin with a mathematics minor. I was on the intercollegiate swimming team. I've been in the financial services industry for 29 years. I currently serve on the board of the Oklahoma City Powwow Club. My parents are Joe Poe Sr. and Barbara Poe, former member of the KBC. My grandparents were Joe and Nell Papio. My great-grandfather was Jasper Sonke, and my great-grandmother was Louise DuPoint Sonke. The point specifically I believe in is the full restoration of tribal government programs with concentration in these areas: implementation of a revised Kiowa Constitution, reappointment of the hearing and election boards with fair and impartial members with regard to nepotism, major rules revisions to prohibit interference, interruption of normal legal operations of those boards, tribal programs, reinstatement of tribal programs specifically affecting educational support and tribal elders, casino, reconciliation of casino funds during the tribal government shutdown, review of existing oversight of tribal enterprises to ensure no irregularities have occurred, economic development, major rules revision to the Kiowa Land Use Committee to directly support economic development using the expertise of select members and our tribe using existing laws and exemptions afforded Native American tribes as the Cherokees and Chickasaws have done, tribal administration, acquisition and retention of qualified personnel to assist the Kiowa people with regard to nepotism, review of tribal operations during the shutdown to ensure compliance with federal rules and regulations, oversight, review of activities of the non-BI recognized KBC during the shutdown and to identify any inappropriate actions and take actions where necessary.
Excuse me, your time is up at this time.
I'm all done.
All right, thank you very much. Do we have any other candidates for committee? Though not part of our agenda for tonight, I wanted to give everybody a fair opportunity to speak since we have a little more time.
Hi, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to at least introduce myself. My name is Susan Ekus Dunlap. I am the daughter of Harold Joy Paddlety Ekus and the granddaughter of Leela Ware and Ernest Stecker Paddlety. And I grew up in Anadarko during the summer times, and I grew up during the year in Tulsa. I have over 20 years nonprofit volunteer experience and administrative experience. I'm currently on the board of the Parenting Center in Fort Worth, Texas, which provides services to families for the prevention of child abuse and for parental education. I'm also on the board at the Bride Divinity School Board of Visitors, which is at Texas Christian University. I'm also on the Investment Advisory Committee. Professionally, I am a financial advisor with Merrill Lynch. And so therefore, since I do carry current licenses, that means that I have passed an FBI background check. I'm regulated by FINRA and the SEC, so I've checked off all those boxes. My desire to serve comes because I have a strong problem-solving mentality. Because I serve in a capacity for personnel and budget oversight, it is a very strong desire that I see that I want the people that I come from and that I want to serve enjoy that same sort of oversight and that same sort of experience. I didn't know I was going to get to talk, so I'm really nervous.
That out of time too, so
Okay. But anyway, I'm going to be posting my full bio along with my volunteer experience on the 2016 candidates Facebook page. And if anybody has any questions or any concerns, please reach out to me. I'm always available. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Any other candidates for committee? Not right now. I mean, if you say, I'm gonna run, well, it's too late. Too late. I think we've been fair in giving everybody a chance, an opportunity, and kept on time, believe it or not. We're gonna have a little audience participation right now, but before I do, I want to acknowledge Tracy and Orville for their facility here. They're new entrepreneurs in Orange. And if you have a chance, should you have a time, you want to say something, or would you like to promote your business here for it?
Well, I just want to welcome everybody here. I think a lot of you know me. My name is Arvo Mikkonen. I'm a Quitoan and married to Tracy Seipahudl Mikkonen. And we just want to welcome you here. One of the dreams that we had in not just starting a business, to sponsor a lot of events and weddings and gatherings and church dinners and parties and a lot of different activities. The other thing that we wanted to do is support activities like this. There have been a couple occasions, as many of you know, my wife is the executive director at the Jacobson Foundation. We've been able to have singings over here, tribal cultural events. So we just hope that you view this place as one of the few Native American-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City metro area. And we're here to support these kind of activities. So we had a little bit of a calamity last year. Some of you may have known that we started our business and we had an unfortunate accident when the roofers collapsed our roof. So we're back here, starting all over again, kind of like the phoenix out of the ashes. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and many of you have been very supportive to us, not just family, but also the Norman community. We have a lot of helpers, most of whom are Native American people here. So thank you for coming here today, and I'm glad that you've been able to share this evening.
Tracy Seipahudl Mikkonen. I am Kaiwal Caddo. I just want to say that it's a beautiful sight to see everybody here. Thank you for all the candidates who came and traveled. Also for you all who are here to participate, to learn about the candidates and who you're going to vote for. It's, as my husband said, a dream of ours to share this facility with the tribe and other tribal members, and then also our community. Our efforts are very diverse. It's just not Native American, but also the town of Norman and surrounding communities. So I just wish each of you good luck, and thank you.
Thank you very much. This is the ground rule for audience participation. You have it on your agenda there, or your program there. As far as asking a question, you must be a member of the Kiowa tribe to ask a question. Don't be offended. I'm married to a Choctaw, and they did the same thing to me when I went to Mississippi. Told me to shut up, you're not Choctaw. Learned the hard way. So you are open right now. The mic's open. We're not going to take a lot of time here. We have about 15 minutes to work on this right now. So if you'd like to come forward and ask a question specific to a candidate or to generally, they'll have the option to respond or not respectfully. If they choose not to, that's fine too. So microphones are open. If you can't make it, we have one wireless that we'll pass around to you also. Anybody want to lead us off here?
Make sure to turn the mic on. Just push the button.
My name is Randy Sunray, and I would like to, any and all the candidates to explain or provide an example of conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution definition, 30 seconds each if you want to. If you don't, no problem, I'll do it for you. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Floor's open. I know 30 seconds is a short time, but I think we're capable of doing that though.
Okay, in one of my most recent employment, I increased revenue for our organization by 300% as compared to the year before that I came on board. I worked with a team made up of the 13 supervisors in the clinic where I work. I was their supervisor, and we had the team approach, identified the bottleneck areas, and we went from $247,000 the previous year before I came on board to near $1 million. So that is one area I'm proud of when I look back on my career.
Thank you. Microphone's open. Anybody else want to respond?
If you aren't able to make it to the microphone, I have a microphone that I can bring to you if you aren't able or not able to reach the microphone.
And I'll remind you of the 30-second rule too. Thank you.
I deal in HR, so there's a lot of conflict resolution. You have a problem. Now, it could be an employee problem, usually is. And they come to you and they want to know what you can do about that. And if it's a serious problem, you must start an investigation. You must always protect whoever is the victim. And move on with unbiased opinions of yourself, and try to keep that investigation going in an unbiased way. It's always good to have a second opinion in there, because two people in an investigation, you collaborate, and it's not an easy thing sometimes. It doesn't come out in the favor of what the victim may want, don't know everything about it, but that's what I'm going to say about conflict resolution at this time. Thank you for that question.
Thank you. Steve?
I was just having a question about the format, because the way I read the format, that audience members were going to ask each person.
30 seconds for a response because of time limits.
Well, there was something about we were only going to answer one question and have 2 minutes to respond.
Please respond 30 seconds to the questions from the audience. That's what we want to do. You got the opportunity.
It's different than it was stated.
Okay, sorry. We're modifying it, okay? 30 seconds on the response.
Okay, I was handed some literature in one of my classes that I took. It was a Clemente class in Anadarko, but it talked about conflict resolution way back, long time ago. And the Sundancers were the police. They're the ones that carried the pipe and would give it to somebody that was having an issue or was upset about something else, and that pipe usually would calm the situation. There are times when the pipe didn't solve the solution and the negativity or turmoil kept going. At that time, there were more extreme measures were taken. People lost their noses. People lost their limbs. That's how resolution was taken care of. Back then, conflict was taken care of a long time ago. A lot of people are lucky today that that's not the way it is, right? We'd have a lot of people walking around with no noses. But today I believe it's compromise that we need to do. Is we need to compromise and not be so stuck on one idea when we get it in our heads that we stay there. It's called being stagnant and not being part of the solution, just kind of just being a part of keeping that same problem there. So I believe if we all keep in our minds to respect each other and compromise with one another and be able to give up something, you know, give and take, give and take. You can't just stand there and point fingers and say, this is how you need to do it. That's the only way. So as we start working together like that, and I think conflicts can be resolved in a lot more peaceful manner.
Thank you, thank you.
Dr. Brett, I think you set the tone. So to quickly answer that question, I think the fastest answer, yeah. But going beyond that Kiowa answer, would be, one of my favorite examples was when the Kiowa tribe did ask for my help. And one of the conflicts was over $250,000 was taken over state lines, and the state said, you cannot ask for that back. And I said, yes, we can. No, it's not. This is a tribal issue, and those are state laws. And I said, no, it's not. It's a contract issue. My point is, I think if we begin to look at a problem through a different set of eyes, not only through a giving set of eyes, but to be able to look at it, and if someone says no, that just means ask it another way. And so what we were able to do is say, no, this is a contract problem. We filed an interpleader, and we were able to successfully get that money back for the Kiowa tribe without piercing the sovereign shield for all tribes, because the actions we take as a tribe do affect all tribes.
Thank you. I want to participate. I'm a tribal member. I want to ask a question. And this is open to whomever. I'll give you a chance, but specifically Ms. Chalice in here, in terms of, I don't think I've heard the term education mentioned except early childhood. And I want to know.
Dr. Brett?
Yes.
There was one other person who wanted to answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't see because of this.
She's standing over here.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm a psych major. Conflict resolution, as a pastor, deal with it all the time. But really the main thing is for each one to respect each other and listen to what each other has to say. And a lot of times there may not be a solution to that, but you would like to respect the antagonistic person or antagonistic group that voices that opinion. So the main thing is to have respect and listen to each other, work it through. If not, then that's the way it is.
Thank you. Education. What's projection in education? What do you see us doing as a tribe in education that we haven't already done?